Right, so this is a continuation of the first part. So, like I was saying, when it comes to sex, um, men and women treat sex differently. And for men, sex is more like a box ticker. Sex is more like a sport. Men view sex like, you know, like just something to do. A man doesn't really have to be emotionally attached to a woman to have sex with a woman. Now, I'm not speaking for all, I can't speak for all men because I don't know all men, but for most men will tell you that um, sex isn't, it's not an emotional thing for men compared to women. Now, like I said, I can't speak for all women because, women are different. I'm sure there are some women that, would say, oh, for them, they don't view sex as an emotional thing. But we can all agree that for the majority of women, sex is emotional, right? A woman has to establish a level of connection with a man before she um, indulges in sex or in a sexual act with that guy. So going back to the topic of this hookup culture, who does it benefit in the short term? It's men, to be honest. It benefits men more in the short term, um, and that's because of the things I explained. Men don't necessarily bond from sex, right? Especially when it's casual. Now, I'll tell you why women it's more it doesn't benefit women, this hookup culture. So I did a little research, right? And I found out about something called oxytocin. Now, what is oxytocin? So it says here, oxytocin is a bonding hormone released in females. It is also a facilitator for childbirth. So oxytocin is a hormone that is released, um, that females release when they have a baby, right? It's a bonding hormone that makes them bond to their baby. Um, and it's also a bonding hormone that is released when the female has sex. Hence why you see some women they are so emotionally bonded with a man that even when he is emotionally, physically, mentally abusive towards her, she keeps going back. And even the woman, she doesn't even know the reason why she's going back. And everybody looks at her like she's crazy. Like, oh, why do you keep going back to this guy? He keeps cheating on you. He keeps hitting you. And people are like, oh, like what's going on here? That is because of that bonding hormone oxytocin. Now for men don't release oxytocin, hence why a man can sleep around without establishing any form of bond um, to a particular female. And also I did another research, right? And I found out something called pair bonding. Now what is pair bonding? Pair bonding is a biological phenomenon which an adult male and female form a close and long lasting association. So pair bonding is, you know, it's common between men and women. It's a situation where both male and female form such a close bond with each other that basically it's hard for them to separate. But it's more common in females because of, you guessed it, because of oxytocin, right? Oxytocin, it doesn't favor women. I'll just keep you 100. It doesn't really favor women because, you know, hence why a woman can go into a friends with benefits situation, and ideally she just went into this situation for friends with benefits. Then before you know it, she starts catching feelings, right? Um, so yeah, and you know, I even see, like, when you even look at relationships, there are certain relationships that current relationships that are destroyed because you know especially the women are more attached to a previous guy. They have more strong ties or strong attachments or strong bonds with their previous guy from a previous relationship that it's hard for her to move forward, and she brings that um you know bond from a previous relationship into a current relationship, and now the man is thinking like, what's the current boyfriend or husband is thinking like, what's going on, what's going, like, am I doing anything wrong, like, why, why are we quarreling, not knowing that the bond is less strong with you, it's more strong with some other guy from her past. So yeah, and I'll just end it here. I didn't want to make this video long, I didn't want to drag it out, but I would advise you to go do your own research, and who do you think um, hookup culture benefits. I mean, I have my answers. I guess you have your own uh, answer. Especially in this generation where you know there's a lot of options right now. You can just sit down in your house and connect with somebody that lives in Brazil. Like, before, you had, as a man, you had to go outside and actually like cold approach. So cold approach means you walk up to a lady and introduce yourself and talk and get her number. But now there's Tinder, there's Bumble, there's Hinge, there's uh all sorts. There's even Instagram, there's Facebook dating. So somebody can actually sit down in their house and match, and start talking to somebody. So there's so many options out there. Yeah, and that's it. Please make sure you like. Please like. It doesn't cost you anything to like. Just do it for a real nigga, man. Just click on that like. I need it for the algorithm of my YouTube. I'm building this thing. I'm not in this for the short run. I'm in this for the long haul. So just help build with me now, so that maybe if I blow one day, you'll be like, you used to watch my video back in the day. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Even if you didn't manage to get through the whole video, you just watched like the first 2 minutes, I still appreciate your time. Thank you, and till next time. Peace.